Any general thoughts on how it went tonight?
Hey, I mean, it was great to get out in front of the home fans. I think it was great for our guys to be able to get out and play in front of the home fans. And yeah, I think we did a couple things better than what we did in the Baylor scrimmage. So that was good. That's good that they addressed those and took them to heart. I liked how we came out. We came out with great defensive intensity and did a really, really nice job of taking care of the ball, which that was one of the kind of things that I wanted to see improvement on from the Baylor scrimmage.
Graham with 24, 11 to 13. Just what was it like to see him kind of have that night, first time in a Gonzaga uniform in front of this crowd?
Yeah,
what did you think of him?
Listen, that's why we brought him in. He can be kind of a really, really efficient player down there. I think the big thing with him is just he's got to get his wind. Obviously we're going to count on him to play more minutes than he did tonight, but hopefully we can keep kind of building that thing up to where we get into 25, 28, 30 minutes. So, yeah, he's great. He did a nice job defensively for the most part, too. And he's a really, really hard worker, a diligent guy. He cares a lot. And so, guys just want good things to happen for him. So far, so good.
Making a passing, he had some guys with some big assist numbers out there.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's one of those things when you play with a Nemhart, it becomes contagious, or a Suggs, that like to pass and really pass. I think everybody on the roster kind of picks up on it, listen, so a lot of those guys can. We got a team that has, nice feel for the game, almost all the way across the board. They can really understand how to play, so that makes it fun.
What did you make of the activity level and the play of some of the newer guys like Dusty?
Dusty was great tonight. I've been pushing pretty hard on him a little bit, just to, some freshmen and kind of making some freshman mental errors and stuff like that. He was great. He was really active. I thought he was. In the locker room, I complimented him. I thought he did exactly what we've been looking for him to do. So continue to grow him there, and I think he can continue to show more. He scored it pretty well in high school, and hopefully we can grow that part of his game. But yeah, he's another one of those guys that has a great feel for the game, can really defend, knows how to play.
Coach, were you most impressed with Braden's development, especially after having that year off last year?
Braden can really, really shoot the ball. He can really score the ball, and we've been challenging him to kind of pick it up on the defensive end, especially on the defensive glass and things like that. So I think he's making some strides there.
Coach, what have you seen from June Sikyal and his development over the last months or so with the team?
Hey, June's been fighting, a little bit like Rui was, like a language barrier a little bit, but he's been giving great effort. We've been kind of moving around from 3 to 4 to 4 to 3, kind of back and forth, which I know has been a little bit difficult just because we've had kind of a myriad of injuries and things like that. He's starting to kind of understand what we expect out of him on defense, and then offensively, I think hopefully he can give us somewhere he can stretch the floor a little bit. And he's a big, strong guy going downhill. He can finish some plays at the rim.
Any first thoughts on Yale coming in? I know it's a new season, but
no. Listen, that's a scary game. You guys all know what happened to Arizona last year playing Princeton. That was at the end of the year when you had 30 game films and everything on them, and they're picked to win the Ivy. So, if a team from that league can win an NCAA tournament game, against a 2 seed or whatever it was, they have our full attention, and they have their whole team back. So it's not an ideal opener for us, but we'll just deal with the cards that have been dealt, and it's going to be a good challenge for us. They'll be smart, they'll be tough, they're super, super well coached, and looking forward to it.
Did you try to get somebody? I think you can play on the 6th.
Yeah,
right?
no, we tried.
Okay.
We tried. Just didn't happen.
They're pretty old too, aren't they?
They're very old. They're super. I mean, they're picked to win the Ivy, so, and they have their whole team back, and you can usually tell when people volunteer to come play here at the Kennel. And again, this was left over from last year when Cal and I scheduled that game so late in the summer. We were scheduled to play Yale on that date, so we had to move them to the next year, and then also Cal was generous enough to play them down in Kentucky last year.
Mark, I think I asked you this years ago, but did you have much interaction with Bob Knight in the past?
I did actually,
Okay.
a lot, and it just because he had heard I'm a fly fisherman, he was a big fly fisherman. Invited me to go to Russia with him a couple times, go to Alaska with him a couple times, meet him in Montana. I'm close with his son Pat. Pat brought out one of his favorite fly rods and gave it to me last fall, which I thought was really, really cool, that his dad wanted me to have. So, yeah.
Did you get on the river with him?
Never did. We just got the schedules didn't work out, and that's probably a big regret on my part. But yeah, we talked about it a lot, just never figured it out. But yeah, I actually got to spend some time with him post coaching career. We ended up doing a couple Nike clinics together, and we ended up in the kind of green room together, just kind of hanging out, talking, and that was fun.
Any more for Coach? Thanks, Coach.